Welcome to our podcast, Learn Biblical Greek, brought to you by Dr. William Stewart, the co-founder of Teleios. This captivating podcast teaches you biblical Greek through a verse-by-verse study of the book of Ephesians, interjecting Greek grammar, Greek word meanings, and vital theology concepts. Thanks for joining us on this exciting biblical journey. Your study will be more effective if you use the Greek text with the Bible word codes, either on the eSword download or Bible Hub website. These links are on our podcast website at www.teliosresearch.com.
Hi, I'm William Stewart, co-founder of Teleios. Welcome back to our podcast on learning biblical Greek. I'm glad you're here. It's exciting learning the Bible in the original language, all to know God better, that we could be as more knowledgeable, obedient, fruitful servants. We're in Paul's great prayer at the end of Ephesians 1. We're studying Greek, going right into the New Testament, taking grammar as we go. Don't forget to look up the concepts, which I mentioned, the grammar concepts, as we go through the verses in the grammar text, the link. And where the grammar text does not deal with or contain these concepts over which I'm speaking, then we will try to put some tables on the website as well. One of these last time was the infinitives of the Greek, and we've placed a table on the website with the infinitives. So let's persist. Let's get into the text, learn some Greek, learn some good theology and about the Greek words as well. We're in the middle of chapter or verse 18, chapter 1 of Ephesians. Get your Greek text ready. We start with the word tis, T-I-S. This means what? It's a question word. Now, if we are in a text that has the accents, and perhaps you are, you'd see an accent over the I. That makes it a question word. If it's not there, you just have to figure it out. It could mean a certain one or anyone. If it goes without the accent and it's declined in the same way. But we don't know here because the text generally does not have the accents. You have to tell by context. So in this case, if you look through the sentence, you can determine what makes the most sense, a question word. So what is? Estin is the third person singular of the word to be, Yami. You'll see it over and over again, and it's probably the most common verb form in the New Testament. So what is? Elpis. So again, we have a short word, e, and without the accent marks, this can mean or as well, but usually it is the nominative singular feminine article. And we have the hint that it's nominative because there's no T on the front. So as it would be in the other oblique cases, TE or T eta for the dative, and T eta S for the genitive, as well as TAN for the accusative. Okay, so then we have elpis, that's the word for hope. The article, as you see, the ending of article does not match the ending of elpis. It tells you that it's a third declension. Root word is ending with a P, as is typical. The IS is simply the feminine singular ending for the nominatives. That eta on the front, the article, tells you that that it is feminine, and tells you that it's also a nominative singular. So that IS at the end of elpis is the nominative singular in the third declension. It's the word for hope. Now, elpis in secular Greek is just a very general word for hope, like we would have in English, or Hahe in German, Esperanza in Spanish. However, in Scripture, it specifically relates to our salvation. Our hope is our salvation. Tis, excuse me, Ecclesias. So this is, again, you see the TES, short word, but has a T on the front. tells you it's an oblique case article, most likely that eta s is the genitive, singular feminine. So Kleisios, again, it doesn't match. The article ending doesn't match the ending of the noun. So again, we have a third declension. A lot of these third declensions, you see them over and over again with very few words. But calling is an important word. We see it a lot. Calling relates again to our salvation in almost every citation. So it doesn't mean that you're called to do this work or that pastorate. It's just that's not in the epistles. It's a calling to our salvation. God chose us and called us, as we read in Romans 8, 28 to 30. And he had to do that because otherwise we would not have chosen him. Romans 3, 10 to 12. Controversial topic, but it's there for our comfort, where it's mentioned in depth in the scripture in Romans 8, Ephesians 1. It's there for the comfort of our security of our salvation. So he's called us afto, the next word, his, and ou is a possessive genitive singular form of the pronoun here. Okay, so we're going to stop there. Kai is the next word. It joins us to the next phrase. Kai meaning and, of course, but we don't. It's just too long to go and take the rest of the verse. Great verse, again, part of Paul's prayer, and it can be used as in a sense, a generic prayer, no matter what somebody is trying to handle and pray about. We can pray for that specific issue, whether it's an illness, problems with their spouse, money, whatever they're facing. Plus, what we read here in Paul's prayer at the end of Ephesians 1 is what God really wants people to gain out of any situation. And part of this is to know their hope, be confident in the hope of their salvation and their calling. It's a great promise, great security. Thank you for joining me. I'll look forward to seeing you next time. We'll finish verse 18.